Hi, I'm Alicia Wallace with the Bay County Environmental Affairs and Community Development Department. I'm here to tell you about a cooperative grant that we received to control invasive Phragmites along the Saginaw Bay. We're going to be working cooperatively with the Saguenay tribe up in Aranac County and with Tuscola County to control this invasive species that's taking over our shoreline. Behind me, this big wall of green and black plant is called invasive Phragmites. It's also called common reed, and it's an invasive species that's taking over our shoreline. It forms really thick monocultures, as you can see. It has lots of stalks per square foot, and what you see, this tall wall of grass, is only about 25% of the plant. The rest of it is underground and taking up all of the nutrients and space that our native plants need in this area. Now, as you can see, it has this big fuzzy head on top, and it doesn't look too tall here, but when you look at how tall it really is, this plant, when I pulled it, was this tall, about 15 feet up in the air. And so it blanks out the view anybody would have of the bay. So if you look behind me, you should be seeing the Saginaw Bay behind me. Instead, you're seeing this huge wall of Phragmites. Phragmites forms a monoculture. That means it crowds out all the native species that should be growing in this area. Now, the native species are what's needed for the wildlife that would normally live here. And so wildlife doesn't utilize this plant very much. And it's so thick that small birds and things can't, the ducks don't have any hiding places here along the bay. So it's really damaging our environment. It's very bad for homeowners that they buy property on the water so they can see the water. You can't see the water if Phragmites is growing in front of you. And so we're doing a grant program. We've gotten a grant to do some control here along the Saginaw Bay in Hampton Township. When we do the treatment for Phragmites, this year, we will be treating everything with helicopter. The helicopter that we are utilizing is certified by the state, and it's Hamilton Helicopter out of Hamilton, Michigan. When he comes and treats, he will fly about 25 to 50 feet above the Phragmites, so very close to the ground, and we'll spray a pesticide that will kill the Phragmites. Now, the pesticide that we use is specially formulated so that you can use it over water, so that it won't kill the fish and other amphibians that are living in the water. It will kill any plant that it touches. So if you happen to go into one of those areas where we've treated, it's really best that you wait until about 5 to 6 hours after the helicopter has gone over, so that the product has a chance to dry. As long as it's dry, it shouldn't transfer to your clothing or your shoes. But if you go in when it's early and you walk across grass, that could actually damage the grass. So we ask that people stay out of those treatment areas for at least a few hours after it's been treated to make sure they're not going to transfer any of the pesticide to desirable plants in their yard. The other thing is the water that's used, that's under the plants that have been treated, can't be used to irrigate your plants or your garden or your grass for at least 24 hours after spraying. That's according to the label instructions, so that any pesticide that did get into the water wouldn't be transferred onto your plants and kill them there. Because the products, once they're stuck to green plants, they really once it's dry, they don't transfer very well to other things. So that's why they're safe, and they're specially formulated for these types of areas. The map showing where we're actually going to be treating and labels for the two products that we're going to be using are posted on the Bay County website at baycounty-mi.gov. Also, if you have any direct questions that aren't answered by the information on the website, you can call me, Alicia Wallace, at 989-895-4195. If you would like to email me, my email address is wallacea@ baycounty.net. Thank you for watching, and I hope to hear from you, and hopefully working all together, we can take care of the problem of Phragmites along our shoreline.